Now, the toughest ticket to get in Chicago happens to be for this particular show. We're at WGN Studios on the set of the Bozo Show. I gotta figure entertainment this week must have a little bit of pull or something, because we walked right in, didn't even have to stand in line. Not so for these 200 kids in the audience. For many of them, their parents ordered tickets for them long before they were even born. The waiting list is 8 years long. Well, Bozo is now celebrating his 27th year on the air, and as Gene Wolfe tells us, he's only part of a very rich broadcast history for Chicago.
Good morning!
The first Bozo appearance I made in 1950, when he says, "Howdy, this is your old pal Bozo. I got the rootin'est, tootin'est, ding-dong-dandy show with the whole ding-dong-dandy world." And that was the beginning.
Bozo the Clown is an important part of Chicago's television history. But as I was reminded here at Chicago's new Museum of Broadcast Communications, broadcasting in this city began in those grand old radio days.
And here is your Toastmaster of the Breakfast Club, Don McNeil.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
Chicago pioneered radio with programs that appealed to the entire family.
How does me hair look, dearie?
Oh, now, Molly, you shouldn't ought to have done that.
It's Adventure Time with Awesome Annie.
3 rings on the party line. That means it's time for Lum and Abner.
There was action,
Jack Armstrong! Jack Armstrong, the all-American boy.
excitement,
Captain Midnight.
drama,
The Guiding Light.
and even Amos and Andy originated in Chicago.
Who scared me?
But the broadcasters of Chicago did see plenty of opportunity when the era of television began.
Ding, dong, ding, dong, ding.
Come on, Doctor. Well, I don't know why people in TV worry so much about the presence of the boom microphone in the picture. There's nothing repulsive out of the talk.
Watch Mr. Wizard.
I'll have a cafe noir also, Grace.
Just make mine black.
2 noirs and 1 black.
You know, you fellas should lead a life of more dimension. This is 1950, and many homes didn't have TV sets. In fact, I saw a stud splice at a neighbor's house. I didn't have a TV.
Y'all gonna have football, and you're gonna be in it, too.
Oh, no,
Yes,
I'll
yes, you
go
are.
along with you.
Yes, you're gonna play right tackle.
I was doing something which was a joy to me, an absolute delight. I look forward to it every week.
Hello, Americans. This is Paul Harvey.
One man who's virtually a Chicago broadcasting tradition is radio commentator Paul Harvey. He's been on the air over 50 years and can be heard on more than 1,300 stations throughout the country.
You were very successful in the entertainment area. What led you to enter the field of politics?
I'm still asking myself that.
Donahue emerged as a powerful voice in the presentation of issues during its Chicago stint.
When we moved to Chicago, all this new excitement of the new town, the new environment, energized us.
And certainly the Chicago broadcasting legacy continues right through today. Gene Wolfe, Entertainment This Week.
Events of yesterday make television history. Events of today make television news. I'm at the center of the news-gathering operation at WBBM, that's the CBS station in Chicago, where the events of today are of the utmost importance. Because here in Chicago, news is virtually the lifeblood of this city. One of the men who occupies the anchor desk is Bill Curtis, former CBS correspondent and co-anchor of the CBS Morning News.
From Chicago's news team, live, the 5 o'clock news.
The news reports are good for Bill Curtis. The veteran anchor, noted for his calm, collected, informative manner, is right at home in Chicago.
Fog, miserable, damp drizzle continue to slow down the Chicago area tonight, just as they have.
Curtis had co-anchored the CBS Morning News from 1982 to 1985 with Diane Sawyer and then Phyllis George. But the Plum Network assignment had its drawbacks.
You can't go out and write as much as you wanted to. You can't go out and report and travel whenever you want to. And I frankly looked around and said, I want to do that. That's what I really enjoy about the business, and came here where I'm able to.
In addition to his regular anchor duties at WBBM, Curtis also works on a variety of documentaries.
I've just come back from Chernobyl. I've been to Peru twice. We'll start into a lengthy series of documentaries on cancer. We'll go back to Vietnam. I think the healthy journalistic atmosphere enables us to try harder to reach out for stories that Chicagoans will relate to.
And his own feelings about returning to Chicago broadcasting?
I didn't have any second thoughts because I had been through the crucible, which was the CBS Morning News. And I was ready to take it rather calmly, and sure enough, things have turned out nicely.
You know, since we've been here in Chicago, we keep hearing about the Loop, and I figure, well, they're talking about the elevated train that circles the city, right? Not only that, but about a new radio station called WLUP. In less than a year, it's become the most talked about station in town because evidently anything can and does happen on the air. This is the out of control room. Kevin Matthews is on the air. Let's see what's
whatever you
Kevin!
Would you cut it out?
We're all crazy in Chicago.
Kevin Matthews is just your average jock on WLUP-AM. During its first year, the Loop's strategy has been pure and simple, to create a comedy nut house. Matthews' specialty? Voices.
Yes, I am.
From Sammy Davis Jr.
Isabel,
What?
how are you?
I'm fine. I don't forget
This-
you're doing something.
No, this is Sammy Davis Jr.
To Pee Wee Herman.
And south of Montgomery, there's a really nice traffic accident. There's a rollover.
The craziness begins each morning at the Loop with Jonathan Brandmeier, who broadcasts over both WLUP-AM and FM. Brandmeier likes to start his day with Celebrity Wake Up, some rather untimely calls to the hotel rooms of visiting stars.
We woke Kenny Rogers up.
Yeah, well, you've actually woken me up, so I hope that makes you feel good.
It's not brain surgery. It's a morning show. You get up, hey, you know, how about those darn Cubs? You know, how you just try to feel the pulse of the city. You try to feel out what they're talking about, and you have fun with it.
Part of having fun means meeting his listeners face to face.
Jim McMahon just got out of the steam bath. He fell asleep in the steam bath.
Or broadcasting on location all the way from the streets of New York in his underwear. In the afternoons, a couple of legendary radio bad boys, Steve Dahl and Gary Meyer, hold forth with their highly rated and highly irreverent talk show.
I've seen cassava melons that are more attractive than his head.
We've been quoted as saying, this is high school with money at the Loop. We have the opportunity to do whatever it is we want. If we fail, we're going to fail. If we're successful, we will show all over the country that we can revitalize the AM dial.
Is the Loop bringing listeners back to AM? You bet.
I dig what you do, and you are the best.
Oh, you're the best.
And I'll see you at the Chicago Theater.
Oh, would that be good?
Thank you. I've got to run.
Oh,
Bye,
you
Sammy.
for the tickets.
Bye, Isabel.
Bye-bye.
Hold on.
Oh, bye.
Oh, God, that's beautiful.